Good evening, everyone. It's me, Joe Bags, back again for part 5 of our Final Fantasy XIV online Sleepy Calm playthrough. We're here with Julia Capicola, and still finishing up the Limsa Lominsa questline. We are playing as an Arcanist, and we are getting through the world building of Limsa and kind of getting the stage set for us. So we are now back here at Rainer, and we are going to speak with him about a banquet that Merwib has invited us to. I am not sure you understand how unusual it is for the Admiral to invite an adventurer to a state banquet. It is a highly coveted honor, why even the officers under her direct command are rarely afforded such recognition. But I will not deny you have earned it. Many of the tasks you have performed in service to the thalassocracy have been both difficult and dangerous. This is a reward for all of your efforts, a nod to your many achievements, both small and large. Has the enormity of this moment yet to sink in? Perchance you will realize its significance when you stand before the assembled dignitaries of Limsa Lominsa. And now that I have imagined the scene, I realize that you will require attire suitable for the occasion. I suggest you visit the wench and see what Baderon can arrange. He is surprisingly knowledgeable about such things. Let's fast travel. Go see what Baderon has to say. Well, if it ain't Merlwyb's guest of honor. Obnobbing with the high and mighty now, is it? I tell you, lass, I damn near snorted ale at my nose when I heard the news. You've come a long bloody way, you have, and that's the truth. Well, one thing's for sure, you'll not want for a decent grub. These banquets are catered by the bleeding Bismarck, no less. There's a grand chance to fill your belly to bursting with fine and, more importantly, free food. But we can't have you turning up in your shite-caked venturing gear. No, the hero of the hour needs to have a touch of refinement about her, if only to stop folk complaining when she stuffs her face with cake. Take yourself over the octant and speak with Gymnasium of the Brigor Consortium. She'll furnish you with something ladylike to wear. I've already had a word with her, so you need to pick up the goods. All you need to do is pick up the goods. Then bring them back here, as I can tell you what's what. There she is. Good evening, miss. I assume you're the underdressed lady Baderon mentioned? Sniff. I see he was not exaggerating. I've chosen these especially for your debut in polite society. Fear not, I'm certain you will absolutely adore them. Alright, let's go see Baderon. I think I could take the lift. Been to see Gymnasium, have you? Let's have that box then. There we go. A nice pair of dress shoes for you. Alas might not have much else to her name, but so long as she's got a decent pair of shoes on her feet, there's nowhere they can't go. Think of him as a gift from me, and all the other folk you done right by along the way. Aye, aye. It's a very moving gesture, I know. Don't go welling up on me, Will. Wouldn't do for Limsa's new hero to turn up at the banquet soaked in her own tears and snot. Any road, that's your garb sorted. Now you just need to settle your nerves. Tell me when you're ready, and I'll tell you when you're meant to go. Girl, I want a body shoe. The mizzenmast repast. Bateron wants to let you know when you are ready to depart for the banquet. You ready then? Are you? Good. The banquet will be starting soon. If you'd wait any longer, I'd consider me civic duty to hit you over the head and drag you there. And make sure you're wearing them fancy shoes when you turn up, alright? Carrying them won't do no good. They're meant to make you look like a lady. Remember, not a lady's bleeding lackey. As for directions, the beast being held on the bridge in the Admiral's briefing room. Speak with Xanthiel in Bulwark Hall, and he'll show you the way. Just keep that head held high, lass. After everything you've done for Limsa, you've good reason to be proud, and don't let no highborn bugger tell you different. So I have to go down. And then over, and then back up. Dress shoes, fancy dress shoes, an adventurer wearing fancy dress shoes. Oh, now those are the fancy dress shoes. Come, adventurer, I will show you to the briefing room.
Brothers and sisters of the sea, join me now in honoring this woman for her services to our great nation. May the navigator guide and protect her on her journey till sea swallows all. These pirates you encountered with the tattooed faces, they call themselves the Serpent Reavers. Their ranks are formed of cutthroats and madmen who have pledged themselves body and soul to the primal Leviathan. From what we have gathered, they sought to swell their numbers by spiriting away any soul unfortunate enough to cross their path. I need not tell you the depth of the animosity between us and the Sahagin. How any seaman worth his salt could devote himself to the fishback's god is a question for a more temperate mind than mine. But, thanks to you, our citizens may once more go about their daily lives, safe in the knowledge that they will not be dragged into the darkness by those execrable curs.
Such an extraordinary glow. This is one of the crystals of light.
By the navigator.
After our encounter with the Gubu, you had a vision, did you not? Of a towering crystal. You bathed in her light.
Yashtola's conclusion is clear, and I see no reason to doubt it. You are the vessel of a higher power. This being from your vision was the Mother Crystal. Your description matches what little we know of her, and if she has chosen you, then your deeds may yet shape the fate of nations, as once did the deeds of the Warriors of Light. Know you the tale? Like you, they were not of these lands. Yet they fought to protect us all against the corruption of the primals. When the Garlean Empire began its conquest of the realm, these heroes joined the Grand Companies and helped reforge the Eorzean Alliance. And at the Battle of Cartano, they took the field beneath our banners to fight for everything we hold dear. It was on that day, in the midst of that hell, that we lost them. Every soul who survived that battle will never forget how it was to fight beside them. We are proud to call them our comrades. Yet whenever we try to shout their names, the sound dies in our throats. And whenever we strain to see their faces with our mind's eye, naught but their shadows appear to us, set against a blinding light. Ask any true Eorzean who knew them, and the story will be the same. It is for this reason that we call them the Warriors of Light. When I look upon you, I cannot help but be reminded of them. Keep that crystal safe. In time, I believe the Mother Crystal will make clear her reasons for bestowing it upon you. Heed well her words, adventurer, for it is Hydaelyn herself who speaks.
Flames to the fore! Victory belongs to the bold! Show those Imperial whore sons what we're made of!
The left flank buckles. Divert the barracudas. Bid them hold that position, though it cost them their lives.
The yellow serpents are in need of succor. Pray, send the white wolves to their aid. The adventurers risk life and limb for our cause. We must not fail them.
Is aught amiss?
Here's
No.
we have
It is nothing.
a little bogey watching us.
Bloody hells! The barrier won't go down so easily! Eyes forward!
We are being watched.
Raging Bull, calling Bloodthorn! Bloodthorn, respond! Respond, damn you! Ah!
Raging Bull, this is Mad Snake. Respond.
Ryder, this is Raging Bull. What news?
We're surrounded by a blaze. There is no way out. God preserve, what is that thing?
What's going on? Speak to me!
God damn it! We cannot hold much longer.
Mad Snake! Mad Snake! Answer me!
Appears Bahamut is here.
Damn it! Damn it all to the seventh hell!
What of the barracudas? Can they not be reached?
Sorry, Admiral. Shell's not working.
What of our own?
I cannot say, my lady. That monstrosity appears to be disrupting our communications.
We must keep trying. Call till they respond.
Yes, my lady.
Admiral, General, we can do no more. We must give the order to withdraw.
I will not forsake Louis Soir!
General, please. Victory may belong to the bold, but there will be no victor this day. You know this to be true. Let us not sacrifice lives in vain. The adventurers fight bravely, but to no avail. Let them withdraw, and let us be the ones to stand with Louis Soir.
Belay previous orders. All Maelstrom units are commanded to fall back, effective immediately. Give the foreign levy priority. Let the main host cover their retreat and bring up the rear.
Damn it! Relay the order. All flames are to withdraw. I don't care if our link cells are useless. You still have a working pair of legs, don't you? Well, use them, you bloody half-wit!
So this battle did not go well.
The outcome of this battle was long since decided. Better to retreat now than risk a massacre. This dark, stifling presence. Who or what? We go to take our place beside Archon Louis Soir. To your positions.
And that's where they went to pray, I'm assuming, because that was shown in the cutscene.
Asawad Daken Bet Mubut. Imarat Way. Kiskat Toga Hearts Wadadorns. Sees Nigem. Fistun the only Lamrai Zadai Dorn.
Okay, so I passed out. And they moved me to the bed. Morning, sunshine. A bit much for you, was it? What happened? Ah, you don't remember then. You keeled over in the middle of the banquet and caused a right stir. Had to carry you back to the winch myself. Well, I say carry, 'twas more of a matter of dragging and rolling. Too much cake, I reckon. Any road, don't fret. 'Tis a little wonder you were exhausted after everything you've been through lately. Your little nap seems to have put some color back in your cheeks, though, so I'll leave you to it. Bugger, I almost forgot. The Admiral wants to have a word with you. When you feel up to it, talk to Zaelthin, and he'll let you in the command room. Oh, and stay awake, eh? I'm told old Merylwood was in the middle of telling you a story when you started snoring last time, and I doubt she'd look kindly upon it if you repeated the trick. Greetings, Julia. Admiral Blofusson awaits you in the command room. Shall I announce you? Hello, Merylwood. Ah, Julia, it's good to see you on your feet again. Are you recovered? Then let us waste no time. I have a task that needs doing. One I would entrust to no other. The duty I have in mind for you requires some explanation, so I do hope you do not have made other plans. To business, then. I have penned a letter to each of my counterparts in the Eorzean Alliance. The Battle of Carnal and Calamity that followed claimed countless lives. It has been 5 years since those of us who were spared dragged ourselves from the ashes to look upon an Eorzea that we scarcely knew. 5 years, and yet the people still suffer. Their lives are fraught with worry and hardship, and the warriors of light, who might once have given them hope, are gone. Yet we must press on regardless. We will never truly do so, however, till we have faced our past. To that end, I am proposing that a memorial service be held in each of the city-states on the 5th anniversary of the Battle of Carnal. These letters contain the details of said proposal, and I would have you deliver them to our allies as my personal envoy. You have proven yourself a staunch and able ally to Limsa, but that is not my only reason for choosing you. No, I choose you because you possess a quality which puts me in mind of history's champions. A quality I feared lost. Say that you will perform this duty. Nod. I knew you would not disappoint me. This task shall take you far from the borders of our nation to the city-states of Gridania and Ul'dah. A grueling journey to be sure, were you to travel it by sea or land, but I mean to have you take to the skies. An airship passed, to be used at your discretion. Airships bound for the nation of our allies leave from the landing connection to the bridge, but before you depart, I suggest you trouble Baderon for a few pearls of wisdom regarding each of the destinations. The old bastard is nothing if not well-traveled. 'Tis a pity I cannot issue such passers with a freer hand, as I did in more peaceful times, when berths were not so limited. But in these times of war, every craft we commit to the clouds risks drawing the eye of the Empire, and every voyage must needs be born of necessity. Lest you doubt, I consider your place well deserved. Nor am I alone in that opinion. There were other parties who would see you granted the privilege of air travel. Aye, Julia, your deeds do not go unnoticed. Full many see great promise in you, but I have flattered you enough. On behalf of Limsa Lominsa and her people, I bid you go forth, adventurer. Discover the realm for which so many have fought and died. Wonder and danger await you in equal measure, but do not turn from either. Only braving the unknown will you achieve the greatness which you are so surely capable. The light of the crystal guides you, and I wager that your destiny will be no small thing. Alright, Baderon. I can't click, apparently. Let me sit up straight. What is on your face? Back from your meeting with the Admiral, are you? Personal bleeding envoy. So you'll be carrying the word of the Admiral herself to the leaders of the Alliance? Bugger me if I knew you were going up in the world, but I didn't realize you'd gotten that bloody high. I'm proud of you, lass. Thinking of how far you've come, why, 'tis enough to bring a tear to me eye. And that ain't the ale talking either. Well, not just the ale, at any rate. Bless the navigator for steering you my way. Of course, this is only the start. Now that you got your hands on an airship pass, the whole of Eorzea is laid out before you, like a fair maid on a feather bed. And she's a big girl, too, with plenty of enticing nooks and crannies. That's inappropriate. If you think us Lominsians are characters, just wait till you cross paths with the grim forest dwellers of Gridania, or trade coins with the crafty merchants of Ul'dah. And then there's the wild places where the beasties rule, and no bugger with an ounce of sense sets foot. But you're an adventurer, so I wouldn't let a little thing like that hold you back. Of course, it ain't all exploring and excitement. There's a heap of troubles that plagues every nation seeds, tain't just ours, and I'm talking intrigue and fighting beastmen and their goddamn primals. Aye, there's an ugly side to life, and sooner or later you're bound to walk into it. But I'll wager there's bugger all out there as you can't handle. Summit tells me you're going to be just fine. The realm's had it rough, 'tis true, but folks are beginning to recover from the beating the calamity dealt them. Call me a hopeless optimist, but I wouldn't take much to turn things around. 'Tis a perfect time for an adventurer like yourself to get out there and make a difference. Well, what are you waiting for? A cat? Airship landing. Greetings, madame. This is the counter for passengers traveling to Gridania. Wait, aren't you that famous adventurer? Julia Capicola, isn't it? Julia de Gabagool! I thought I recognized you. You're an inspiration to us all, madame. Highwind Skyway's at your disposal. Will you be traveling with us today? Yes. Yes, I will be. Board? Yes. Cool. Attention all passengers. The airship bound for Gridania is about to depart. Please make your way to the boarding gate. Bye. Good fortune to you, Julia. The day will come when your name means the same as hero to the folk in this realm. May you walk in the light of the crystal. Castrum, Obsidians. What's this cutscene in 20 FPS?
It has been 15 years, but the bitter taste of defeat lingers still. 15 years since the Imperial fleet set course for Mordona, led by the Egrios, mightiest of all vessels. Silver Till lay ripe for the taking, and all of Eorzea would soon be ours. Or so we believed. But an innumerable host of dragons met us that day, at the heart of which flew the great Midgard Zormer. Though we succeeded in slaying that lord among worms, the dread serpent's defeat was bought at too high a price. Our invincible flagship was lost, and all hope of victory with her. So ended our glorious conquest. Eorzea, a blighted realm, riddled with false gods.
Yeah, that was definitely a cutscene because like now it's smooth and this is clearly game rendered.
Twice now it has eluded the Empire's grasp. For all the destruction it wrought, even Meteor, the great sin, failed to yield us control over it. And for this failure, the realm has sunk deeper into depravity. It is twisted beyond all reckoning, rotten nigh to the core. Yet, it must be saved. Only Garlean rule can bring order to Eorzea. It falls to us to deliver the misguided masses from their ignorance.
We are of one mind, Lord Van Balzar.
Senior engineers, please report to Magitech research following scheduled inspection.
Hey, is the Legatus really planning to take another tilt at Eorzea?
Hey? What hole have you been hiding in? We're in the midst of preparing for a new campaign, and a huge one at that.
But I thought the Emperor had given up the Western lands for lost after Cartano. What could the Legatus possibly hope to gain by acting alone?
I sense you harbor certain doubts over the wisdom of the Legatus's plan.
My lord!
Please, call me Nero.
Nero.
Tell me.
He looks cool.
Othard, my lord.
Alamigo, my lord.
Ah, codename Hummingway, I presume.
I don't know what you...
Silence. Your denials will not change your fate. I assure you, Frumentarium sees all. Clean up this mess, and do not miss any, or I shall be most displeased.
Nero's cold.
At once, my lord.
It's a cool helmet.
Garland. Soon you will be made to know the true power of Magitech.
Okay, so from what I'm gathering, it's been 5 years since the last battle that we saw, where in the beginning cutscene, you must be the envoy from Limsa Lominsa. Welcome to Gridania, madame. The Elder Seer awaits your arrival. It's been 5 years since that battle we saw in the initial cutscene, where there's that dragon Bahamut and that big-eared guy named Louisoix. And things have kind of been a struggle to get these three cities, nations back together since they last were together for that fight. And I think we're trying to have memorial services and kind of get that ball rolling where we're allies again and not just separate entities. All at the same time, there seems to be a movement of those people that started the war, or at least were part of the war back 5 years ago, with the Emperor and Nero, etc. And they seem to be gearing themselves up for another invasion of the area. So there seems to be a race between the invasion and getting our stuff together, from what I'm gathering, to be able to beat them back. Greetings, good man. You are the Lominsian envoy, are you not? I have received instructions to assist you. Pray make your way into the city proper. Identify yourself to the conjurer at Nofika's altar. She will admit you to the Lotus Strand, where the Elder Seer awaits. Alright, do I do what I did last time and attune and then run to the other spot and attune? Wow, there's a lot of people here. I think that's what we do. I tell you what, dude. Where Limsa Lominsa was really pretty, and had great views in the ocean, etc. Gridania is a vibe, an absolute vibe. It's comfy, like the wooded area. Like if I was gonna live somewhere, it would be here, 1000%. Alright. An achievement exchange? What is that? You've accomplished enough feats to keep the bard singing for a lifetime last. Such an achievement shouldn't go unrecognized. To that end, I'd like you to have this. Consider it a token of my highest esteemed. What? Oh. Okay. I'm confused by all of that. Alright, let's unlock this one. Get a little exploring in. Yeah, this place is awesome. It's beautiful. Look at the sun rays. Alright, so I gotta go back here, and then there's one more there. I think this was the move. Get it out of the way, and then we never have to run through here again. You're the Limunsian envoy? Begging your pardons, madame, but I might inspect the missive you bear? Surely this is the seal of the Admiral, Limsa Lominsa. Please come with me. Hello.
So you are the Lominsan envoy. And an adventurer besides. The realm owes much to you and yours. On behalf of our fair nation, I bid you welcome. Please. Allow me to introduce myself. I am Khan-e Senna, Elder Seedseer of Gridania, and leader of the Order of the Twin Adder, our nation's grand company. I understand you bear a message from the Admiral.
I do bear a message. She basically says that we need to get our stuff together and be friends again because things are going to happen and we're going to need each other. What do you think about that? I remember in service for the fallen of Cartnow. To think that 5 years have already come and gone. It seems like only yesterday the Garlean Empire attempted to seize all that we hold dear. Rising in resistance, the city-states of Eorzea formed the Grand Companies and joined hands in alliance. But unbeknownst to us, the Garleans sought not only to best us in battle, but moved instead to enact a terrible plot. The Meteor Project, by which the lesser moon Dalamud would be torn down from the heavens to annihilate all life below. In a desperate bid to save the realm from certain destruction, our forces marched to the Cartnow Flats, and there met this 7th Imperial Legion. More bloody a battle I have never seen, and would never wish to see again, yet the carnage was but a prelude to the atrocity which followed. Despite our best efforts, Dalamud continued to its descent, and from it emerged the primal elder, Bahamut, who proceeded to rain fire upon Eorzea. The 7th Imperial Legion was consumed in the blinking of an eye, while our own forces fared a little better. That any among us were spared defies explanation. All seemed sure to perish. As the flames converged upon us, I prepared myself for death, only for a brilliant light to envelop me, relieving me of my senses. When at last I awoke, Bahamut was gone, and the land, which had its moments before been aflame, now seemed to me a place unknown, not simply ruined, but changed. Archon Louis Swall may have well been able to shed light upon these mysteries, but he, like so many, never returned from Cartnow. And yet we were left with countless questions, and no prospect of an answer. Yet such matters did not long occupy our thoughts, for we had far graver concerns. The calamity, as the devastation wrought by Bahamut had come to be known, laid our nations nigh to waste. In this day we struggled to build our lives and homes. To compound matters, the beast tribes continue to summon their primals, while the Empire encroaches upon our borders, consolidating its foothold in Eorzea. The outlook, in short, is bleak. In the wake of the calamity, it has been all each nation could do to nurse its own wounds. Yet if we were to weather the coming storm, we must needs stand united once more. A remembrance service may well present an opportunity to rekindle the spirit of unity which first gave rise to the alliance. I was right. I wholeheartedly approve of the Admiral's proposal. The necessary provision shall be made for a service here in Gridania. I was right. I was right. She wants to get the gang back together. And here's my response. You have done the people of Eorzea a fine service this day, and I would not put you to further trouble. I shall see that my reply reaches the Admiral anon. You, meanwhile, are bound next for Ul'dah, are you not? Please send the Flame General my regards. And if you would be so kind, I should appreciate it if you would inform him that a pet of mine has been ill-behaved of late. My wolf, to be precise. Needless to say, he must be brought to heel, and I would very much welcome the General's counsel on how this might be achieved. Thank you for coming. May the 12 see you safe to Ul'dah and beyond. Right. The airship landing. That was worth. What an investment. Greetings, madame. This is the counter for passengers traveling to Ul'dah. Oh, are you not Julia Capicola, the Lominsan envoy? On behalf of all Highward Skyways, I must say what an honor it is to serve you. Will you be flying with us today? Why, yes, I would. Board the airship? Yes. Steps of Nald. Ah, you must be the envoy from Limsa Lominsa. Welcome to Ul'dah, madame. The Flame General awaits your arrival. Welcome to Ul'dah, madame. We have been expecting you. Flame General Raban will receive you in the fragrant chamber. Please take the lift down to the husting strip and speak with Bartholomew at the Royal Promenade. Nah, homie. Husting strip. So I just need to do the same thing and just get it out of the way. And just attune to everything. Okay. This place feels like your typical desert area with stone walls and kind of dark. A lot of money, etc., etc. Like a big circle. Big circle. And then I will teleport to the Weavers. And then go get this one. And then we step outside. Cool. And then I have to go all the way down to the Thaumaturge's Guild. And that's maybe all of them. Yay, we did it. All right, Bartholomew. Let's deliver this letter to Raban. A Limensian envoy, I presume. Would you be so good as to allow me to inspect the missive you bear, madame? My thanks. Ah, yes, the Admiral's seal. Please proceed.
Ah, a guest from Limsa. I thought I smelled stale ale.
What an asshole.
I won't hold it against you. If you're half the warrior Merlin says, 'tis a wonder you don't reek of dead Sahagin. Welcome to the Sultanate of Ul'dah. I am Raban al-Din, General of the Immortal Flames. But you did not come all this way to trade formalities.
Cartnell. Ah, I remember bloody Cartnell. Do you know what kind of a saying is that? Of course you remember it. It was supposedly one of like the most bloody battle you've ever seen. And it completely like erased your memory, kind of like in like with Bahamut completely destroying and rearranging the land. Yeah, of course you remember it. Do you know what happened that day, adventure, when we took the field against the Garleans? Yeah. Well, I also saw visions, so my counterparts have educated you. Connie's pet is giving her trouble, is it? Well, she should already know my mind is on that subject. Wolves are beyond taming. 'Tis but a matter of time before they bare their teeth. So it was with the Garleans 50 years ago. No sooner had they learned how to use Magitech that they began seizing territory from their neighbors. Led by then Legatus Solus von Galvus, they swiftly brought the other nations of Ilsebard to heel. And so the Legatus became an emperor, and its republic an empire. An empire which then set its sights upon Eorzea. But the conquering emperor is now an old man of 80 winters. His health is failing and has no clear successor. Like as not, this is why the Garleans have been quiet of late. But the 14th Imperial Legion is still entrenched within our borders, and their commander, Legatus Gaius von Belsar, has long harbored ambitions of conquest. Were he to strike now, I fear he would fall like so many others before us, and not only Ul'dah, but Gridania and Limsa Lominsa as well. For the calamity brought the lot of us to our knees, and we've yet to get up. We barely have the strength to stand against the beast tribes, never mind the primals they mean to summon. We are a realm divided, adventurer, an alliance in name only. But the wolf cares not for the plight of its prey. The Garlean stir, and the elder Caesar would not let it go unnoticed. All other concerns pale in comparison to the Empire, even the beast tribes and their bloody primals. Kane-sana does not have a wolf. She used it as an expression so he would know what she was talking about. Oh, holy cow. I just realized that. Oh. We must stand united once more, that much is clear. And if we're to do so, we must remember the cause which last brought us together. Merle Whit would have her memorial. We will honor the memory of the fallen. We will remind the people what their brothers and sisters fought and died for. Shall I inform the Sultana and the Syndicate? I will speak with her grace myself. Very good, sir. The Admiral will have my reply anon. Thanks to you, adventurer. What do we get here? A wind-up airship. You can now make use of the airship routes connecting the three nations. Before you board an airship, you must pay the requisite fare and gill. Oh, right. Minions. I got a minion. We got Storyteller 2, which is what? Okay. 30 unique quests, and then we also completed the Lominsian envoy. The Call of the Sea. Bartholomew has information that may be of interest to you. Ah, my lady envoy, I trust your stay in the Sultanate has been pleasant. Now, if you do not mind my asking, do you perchance have plans to visit Limsa Lominsa in the near future? If so, I have information that may be of interest to you. I once accompanied the Flame General on an official visit to the seaside city-state, during which time I became acquainted with Baderon, the proprietor of the Drowning Winch. I am quite familiar with Baderon. Well, the man sent word just now that he has a job for a capable adventurer. I can think none with better credentials than you. Baderon would doubtless be pleased were you to offer him your service. So it seems like this is where kind of all of the three different city-state early quest lines meet, and now we're back in kind of the joined quest line. All right, let's go finish Call of the Sea. Alrighty. I have you, Baderon. Welcome to the Drowning Winch. Sit wherever you like, lass. I'll be with you with a... Well, if it ain't the one and only Julia Capicola. I was told a distinguished adventurer might be reporting for duty. Fancy that adventurer being you, eh? Just so you're fairly warned, though, this ain't no job for the faint of heart. Things are liable to get downright bleeding hairy, but if you think you're still interested, let me know, and I'll fill you in on the details. Ooh, I am interested. I thank you for taking the time to help me out. Now, I'm sure you're busy, so I'll come straight to the point. Word has it some suspicious-looking buggers have been sneaking in and out of the Sestasha Sea Grot, and I need a trustworthy sort to head up to north of Airport and find out who they are and what they're up to. Don't sound like much, I know. But since that nasty visit over in Swiftperch, folk have been a bit uneasy. Well, I say a bit. 'Tis all they can do to not soil themselves every time the bloody floorboards creak. If you would permit me, Master Baderon, I shall be happy to elaborate. Oh, it's Raynor. Well, if it ain't the Chief Yellow Jacket himself, to what do I owe this rare honor, Commodore Raynor? Just come to make sure my patrons are behaving, or just thirsty? Neither, in fact. I came to welcome Julia back to Limsa Lominsa. It is well you have returned. Over the course of the past moon, there have been several sightings of an unfamiliar vessel off the coast of Ailport, in the vicinity of the Isles of Umbra. This information came to my attention no more than a few weeks after a squad of my own soldiers had completed a routine patrol of the region, the Sestasha Sea Grot included. Their search revealed little, save that of a family of Kurls who had taken up residence in the caves. Nothing to concern us, in short. In light of recent developments, however, it would seem wise to search Sestasha again. But with the Sahagan testing our defenses daily, I am loath to assign the task to the limited forces at my disposal. Our line is stretched as it is. Thus, I sought the services of a competent adventurer to conduct an investigation in our stead. Any aid you can offer in this matter would be greatly appreciated. Then it is settled. Sestasha is located in western Lenosia. For more detailed instructions on how to reach the place, I suggest you consult Vamelpa. She can be found at the ferry docks. The dairy fox on the lower decks. You heard the man. Good luck to you, lass. Baderon, that conversation did not require a comment from you. Like, butt out, dude. Like, what are we doing? Alright, so I have to go to the ferry docks. So, like, the Fisherman's Guild? Yeah. Alright, what have you? I'm pretty sure this is for another log. Yes, the challenge log. Which is this. Which means, like, as I do things, I get experience. Or gil. Alright, Vamelpa. You're here about Commodore Raynor's investigation? Then you want to board a ferry abound for Ailport. Once you arrive in western Lenosia, though, you'll best pay a visit to the Hall of the Novice before you blunder into Sestasha. The Adventurer Guild runs the hall, and the folk there will prepare you. Train with the skills you'll need to face the dangers undoubtedly waiting for you in the Sea Grot. The hall is on the way to Sestasha, just north of Ailport. Head inside, and one of their seasoned adventurers will take you in hand. Best of luck to you, friend. Okay, to Ailport. I'm pretty sure I did the Hall of the Novice. That's where I got my ring, right? Ah, you must be the adventurer whom the Yellow Jackets sent word. I hear you are to brave the depths of Sastasha Seagrot. The occupants of those caves are rumored to be as numerous as they are bloodthirsty. No matter what the epic tales would have you believe, strolling into such a den with savagery alone would be the height of foolishness. No, you shall need companions, and you shall need the training we here at the Hall of the Novice can provide. I strongly suggest that you study the fundamentals of group combat before continuing on your mission. The smith here oversees the training schedules. Speak with him, and you can register for exercises tailored to your particular field of expertise. When you have mastered all that our masters have to teach, then it will be time to head to the north once more. Report to the Yellow Jacket Scout at the mouth of Sastasha Seagrot, and he will furnish you with any details of your duty. I'm pretty sure I have. Ah, splendid. I see you have mastered the lessons of the hall. Henceforth, you are a novice no longer. Believe me, my friend, there's no greater thrill than striving alongside like-minded companions to overcome the deadliest of challenges. May the wisdom you gained in the Hall of the Novice serve you well in your adventures. Cool. I did my homework. I did my homework because I did homework yesterday. Hello. Please tell me you're here. Please tell me you're here on Yellow Jacket duty and not some daft sod out for a stroll. I can't take any more of this blasted waiting. You are? Thank the gods. I assume you already know about the ship seen slipping around the Isles of Umbra. We've been on the lookout for pirate activity ever since that vessel was sighted, thinking a crew of cutthroats might have had a den nearby. So when we received word that men of questionable quality had been seen passing in and out of Sastasha here, we weren't entirely surprised. I've yet to see him for myself, but this lot belongs to those fishback fancy and serpent reapers. Well, you can imagine the panic it'll cause. The kidnappings are still fresh in people's minds. Anyway, your task is to poke around in the caves, find out exactly who we're dealing with, and while you do that, I'll be keeping watch out here, praying you don't spot any blue fancy tattoos. And blue face tattoos, whatever. Sastasha is now. Oh, okay. A duty calls. Enlist the aid of allied players and NPCs alike to slay monsters. Solve. Yada, yada, yada. Intimidated with little guidance, you two should be clearing. You may challenge Okay, no matter. Yada, yada, yada. Duty support. Into the depths. Okay, so basically you just queue up and do your roll, and that's all that's telling us. Okay. We're going to leave off here. Part 5 is going to stop here. Part 6 will begin with the running of Sastasha and into the next part. So we worked as an envoy and have started the ball rolling of getting the 3 nation states back under an actual alliance and kind of centralizing our focus against the Garlean Empire. Because it seems like there's going to be a conflict with them at some point in this story. So thank you for watching. I hope you have a wonderful night. Sleep tight, and we'll see you at the next time. Bye. Good night.